victory over the LA Rams, it all came down to special teams. Some people say the new kickoff, they really don't understand it. They don't get it. They want to go back to it. Some people say, why do we even need kickers? I'll let you find out who said that. And then there's t-shirts that say kickers are people too. But last night, a crucial call could have changed the way this game went. Joe, you introed it earlier and said, did McVay make the right call? You should have said, did McVay call the right play? Because it
Ooh.
could have saved their day. But we're gonna see what Lou got to say. We're gonna bring him on up.
Let's get it.
Don DeMarco.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, man? What's going on? Hold on, I got this tab. I got you.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Okay, you rocking the goat on it. Okay, I see you got this.
So the question is McVay on that call. Honestly, I gotta be real. I think it was the right call. I think you don't kick a field goal there. I'm sorry, you don't. It's like, why? It got blocked earlier in the game. First of all, it got blocked twice against Philly. It's like, why do you need to kick a field goal? It's like, go for the kill. Like, you couldn't stop their offense all game. So you trust your defense to go back out there and try to get a stop? Nah, not the way Chris Shula was calling that game. Not how it was going. I'd rather have a coach like Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay, both from the Shanahan tree, that just go for it. Like, there's too many coaches out there that are too conservative and too scared to, like, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just do it. 4th and 1 in our own end of the field. Let's do it. Sean McVay ain't built like that. Kyle Shanahan ain't built like that. Andy Reid ain't built like that. And those are like 3 of the top coaches in the NFL. So I can't really question it because none was for certain. They could have blocked that. And then we'd be talking about a whole nother thing like, damn, should they have just gone for it? You know what I mean?
No,
It's kind of like the Philly game, right?
Yeah.
2 blocks.
Like, 2 blocks, bro. And I agree that it wasn't the right call. That's what I agree with. I was like, why take the ball out of Stafford's hand? Like, it's kind of like the Niners have Christian McCaffrey and Mac Jones, and they were cooking. Imagine if Kyle Shanahan went with Brian Robinson and he didn't get it. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I would have killed him on this show today. I would have went off on Kyle Shanahan if he did that.
You know what I mean? Not Kendrick Bourne, not Christian McCaffrey, not Mac Jones. It's kind of like the same thing. You gave it to the guy that just fumbled at the 1. You know what I mean? It's like, instead of Puka, Devontae, Matthew Stafford, who got you in that position twice, 3 times really. The first time was Kyron's fumble. They got the ball back with a minute left. Then they drove down. It was all Stafford. And then Stafford got you into that end of the field when the Niners kicked the field goal. So all those times, Stafford kept driving you into the scoring position. You just take it out of his hands at the end. That's the part I don't agree with.
No, I agree with you there. Dave?
Hey, he took the words out of my mouth. I don't think that it doesn't make sense to go for the field goal right there because then after that, the next point scored. The next point wins. And they couldn't stop our offense at that time. Mac Jones was balling. CMC was balling. Kendrick Bourne was doing his thing. So, and Jake Thomas, people don't mention him. Jake Thomas didn't have a catch before this season, and he already got 3 touchdowns on the year. So he also has stepped up as well. And I didn't see a moment in that game where I felt like their defense was going to be able to stop us at that, especially in overtime. Mm-hmm. I said, okay, we still got a chance to win this game. And after we drove down that easily in overtime and got the field goal, I was like, okay, we just got to make sure we make some defensive stops. And of course, I mean, Matthew Stafford was just gushing our safeties and our corners. It was nothing that we could do at that moment. And when he took it out of his hand, I was like, oh, this is I wasn't expecting this. I thought it was going to be maybe like a play action pass or something like that. Something to get the Devontae or to get Puka open for a touchdown or something like that, or at least for a first down. I didn't expect him to go with Kyron Williams after he just fumbled. And not even that he just fumbled. Blake Corum fumbled early in the game as well. And Kyron Williams had a drop early in the game that was key as well. So it didn't make sense to take it out of Matthew Stafford's hands and give it to Kyron Williams when he literally just fumbled to put the game into overtime. So
yeah, and I agree with that. I agree with, like, if you have, I don't know, a good running game at the time, Yeah, I mean, you could kind of go back and forth if you thought Kyron was having a good game, but it was mostly like receiving. He had like a receiving touchdown, 2 receiving touchdowns, I believe. It's like that was still Stafford. That was technically not like Kyron creating like a hole and all that. So it was like, I don't know, go with the hot hand every time. That's how I would do it. And I feel like McVay and Shanahan, they do things at the end of games that cost them games. Like they're smart guys, and everyone would agree, yo, 2 of the smartest coaches. But there's so many examples of McVay doing something stupid that cost the Rams the game, or Shanahan doing something stupid that cost them the Niners the game, and both teams would be playing well the whole game, and then it comes down to a crucial moment, and Shanahan's like, oh, I'm gonna make this call. Wrong call, and then people are criticizing it. I think it was in the Super Bowl to get the Chiefs.
Oh my! See. Then I told y'all.
Last year, for us, it was like against the Dolphins.
Why would fans come up here and say this? I kept telling y'all.
Yeah. And then McVay did like we started 1-4 last year. Like at least, actually, all 4 of those losses were winnable, but there was always some dumb shit that they decided to do at the end. Sorry, my bad.
No,
There's always some dumb stuff that they decided to do at the end that cost them the game. They lost to Chicago in Caleb Williams' rookie year. Like people forget about that. The Rams lost to the Bears, Caleb Williams' rookie year, and it was the call that Sean McVay made that cost the Rams getting the ball back. So I just think sometimes these genius coaches overthink it.
Yeah, but what's the motto? Keep it simple, stupid. Like sometimes that's just what you got to go with. Like the original question that I see you had wrote down, Joe, was like, did he make the wrong call by not kicking a field goal? No, I didn't agree with the play call, but no, you seen your kicker kind of got the yips at this point. You got 2 blocked field goals in one game. One was to win the game in Philly, and he got blocked. Then even in this game, he missed the field goals. So it was just like, I don't know. I'm not going to trust it. But also to hand the ball back, again, you want to trust your players. Like you see him fumble on the goal line, but you also seen how distraught he was on the sideline once he got the fumble. So it's kind of like, I want to build that confidence back up. But in this moment, I'm with y'all. I probably would have did a play action or something quick just to get that first down and keep the ball going, because Stafford was in his bag and he was willing and dealing. And the way this game was going, you definitely needed that touchdown. But some people would say, just to go for it, you now build more confidence in that running back. Granted, you didn't get the call. So now Kyron knows, like, okay, he believes in me. He trusts me. So next time I'm going to make sure, 1, I don't fumble and I go get that play. So it's a 50-50 thing for a coach. It looks dumb to the fans, but I guess it's going to work sometime, some game down the road. Yeah, I don't agree with the call. I don't know what you're going to do with your field goal kicker, because I had a kicker that was perfect for almost a decade, and then he started to get the yips, and you can't fix that. Once a kicker goes left, it might be over for you.
Yeah,
And real quick,
from last year.
I mean, I don't know. Try to fire the kicker because it got blocked. If we just missed it, then maybe.
No, that's a special teams coach problem. He didn't make no adjustment that game.
And real quick, when they came out in the formation, you guys remember San Fran called timeout first, right? They came out in the formation. They were under center, and they do a lot of play action under center. But I knew right away, don't run the ball. If you guys were in the room with me, you would have heard me. I would have like, don't run it. Fred Warner, come on, bro. Like, you want to take on Fred Warner in that situation? I was like, don't run the ball. I was like, I'll take my chances. Yeah, I'll take my chances with the corners than Fred Warner.
Not for
They
real.
called the timeout.
You better. The way that game was going last night, you better take your chances with the corners.
Yeah.
Even Diamador Lenore had some bad outings in that game last night. So absolutely.
Yeah. When San Fran called the timeout, I was like, I thought it was the Rams at first, but when they did it, I was like, thank God, maybe they'll change the call. Nope.
Straight to the run. You know, it's crazy. Y'all first touchdown, if I can remember, y'all were heavy pass, heavy play action the whole time. Even though y'all got into the goal line range, y'all was still play action. Y'all wasn't handing that ball off. And my thing is, on a do or die play, it's just so straight to the point. Like Sean McVay, come on, man, with the brain you got, cook something up for me, man. Cook something up on 4th and 1. Like, come on, man. Like you said, Matthew Stafford was cooking. Kyron Williams had already fumbled, like in that position. So come on, man, put it in your. I don't know.
It's
I
a
know it
tale
was a
of
similar
every
play
single.
too, though, that he fumbled on. It was right up the center. It was to the
Mhm.
left, and I think this one was to the right. But it was just like, now what if he did get it and he fumbled again? Because
But
it
I
was a
know what
forced
they-
fumble too.
one thing about Sean McVay, when he messes up, he's not afraid to go into the press conference. I still remember that Super Bowl when he came in and said, I was our coach. I was our coach. I was our coach. So he did come in and say he made the wrong call. He understood that. But I agree with y'all. Go for it. You already been beaten up on Kyle Shanahan. You don't want to end with no tie. You want to beat this dude again.
And you want to add one more coach to that list too, to go for a coach. You got to think about Dan Campbell.
Come on.
He don't
Oh,
care.
Yeah, he's
oh,
becoming a
oh,
king of that.
whoa. There's another Dan too. We relax. It's another Dan out there too.
Joe.
He'll
But
go
Dan
for him from his own
Hey,
5-yard
hold on.
line.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Joe, Dan
The number
Campbell
one
went
fourth
for.
down team in the league last year. Number
Do you
one.
forget the?
That's
Did
one-
you forget the Lions Cowboys game?
Last year, Dan Campbell been doing this since he became a head coach.
That's what I'm
so that's
saying. He don't care.
I mean, my man just became one.
He ain't just become one,
Oh,
Joe.
come
He was a head coach before.
I don't remember the
Come on,
stats
Joe.
back then, but
But
all I
that's
know
bad.
is the Eagles got the touch push, and we had a better percentage of fourth down than them. Think about that.
That's kind of the coaches we want, though. The coach that's like basically playing Madden and going for every fourth down. You don't
That's
care.
definitely Dan Campbell. though.
You
Dan
want that
Campbell,
coach that's like, you know
Campbell
what? I
don't
trust
care.
my
It
guy.
could be
We're
it could
winning.
be fourth.
right,
It could be 4th and 30. Dan Campbell gonna draw some kind of play. Like, hey, we
Campbell
got
against
it.
Dallas, they had like 3 penalties in a row, and he
And
still
he
went for
kept
it.
going for it.
Mhm.
Just kick the field goal, you win the game. He kept going for it.
And another thing these coaches all have in common: fake field goals, fake punts, all these trick
All of
plays.
it.
All of
All
them
of
do it that we
All
mentioned,
of it.
bro. So that's the coach you want.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. But go ahead, Joe.
No, I do want to ask you something real quick. All right, real quick. I know